Hi there, hello, it's Christina Martini, yoga on the mat. We're back again so soon. Nice. Well, this is now building your upper body strength and your lower core strength and your mid strength through inversions and how to play around with inversions and truly make it so joyful and youthful into your life on and off the mat. So in the previous clip, we were talking about classical Sirsasana, the classical headstand, where you just put your hands and decap it over your head. This time we're going to talk about building it from tripod, the king of headstand. Exciting. Again, the disclaimer to this video is definitely do not attempt to try these unless you are already practicing some inversions under the tutelage and guidance of your teacher. It's always best to start something special like these in front of your teacher and wait for the time that they give it to you, because they know your body most, and they also watch your cervical spine and your spine be at the right alignment. So again, these are for those of you that already have a practice and you're mindful to know when to listen to your body when you've gone too far and it's no longer an appropriate practice. All right? So anyways, with that said, I hope you enjoy this. We're going to go and come through to some tripod and see just how amazing tripod can make your body grow in strength. It was a special request on how I build my upper body strength and my lower core strength in inversions to float so light, where it's just gentle, just graceful, and truly light, where it doesn't create any tension to your lower back, your sacrum, or your neck. The secret to that for me is definitely practice makes progress, so definitely show up onto your mat each time. The second is understanding the anatomy and the physiology of how much you can do and how much you can challenge yourself, and also know that you'll be all right. The fear is that people fear that they're going to fall, or they're going to break their neck, or they're going to hurt their shoulders or their back. But truly, if you find control with your breath and you show up to your practice each time, you're going to find out that you're okay with the fear of the unknown, as long as you continue to journey into some adventure, discovery, experience, and exploration. And that's what yoga is all about. I love inversions because it is truly youthfulness. It makes you light at heart, happy, and invigorated at the same time, and empowered to know that, wow, this is pretty amazing that you can do this. So here it goes, tripod, enough of me chatting. So you know that the king of headstand, it's important to find the placement to where your hands are between your knees and your head. So for me, when I drop to the top of my head, I want to make sure that my hands is not right here where my ears are or my head is. Neither do I want my hands to be behind my knees or parallel to my knees. I kind of want it right between the head and the knees, and there goes my hand here. So pretty much, again, it's going to be tucked into the side of my body when I start going up. A lot of the times, people that are still building their strength in tripod have a hard time climbing up. So you get up from your knees and you try to find a placement of your head. In the beginning, you're going to feel pull, and you're going to think that you're injuring yourself, but you're just actually delivering a little bit of a new beginnings to your neck. One strength is really tucking and putting your right knee or your left on top of your elbow and be just above the elbow and being behind. Don't leave your feet open because that's too much weight bearing. Instead, toes together will lighten it up a little bit. And then again, coming down, trying again. Relax your neck into child's pose if you need a break, just like that, okay? Let's come up again. Bring your top of your head over, good. And now prepare your hands between your knees and your head. Walk your feet apart if you need to, some of you may not. I like to float from my feet here, and I can come up and already basic here, okay? If you need to go one at a time, awesome. Here are the techniques that I use. Since you asked, I share. Knees together and drop. Knees up, drop. Knees up, drop. Knees up, chest. Knees up, chest. Knees up, chest. Knees up, chest. One more, and rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go again. Float the knees, tap to the right. Float the knees, tap to the left. Float the knees, tap to the right. Float the knees, tap to the right. Float the knees, tap to
Flip the knees, left. One more, right. You can do it, one more, left. And rest. 2, 3, 4. And again, slowly. And walk the knees apart, toes together, and chest strong. Relax the chin. Relax the shoulder. And onto another playfulness. So, I don't know about that. I think you're going to find that quite challenging, but also you're going to find it quite effective in helping you grow your strength. You can go slower or you can go at that pace. Again, it's just best to explore and see what works for you. All right, let's do it. Let's come back to the top of the head. Prepare your hands to the side again between the knees and the head, or the placement of your wide fingertips. Make sure they're wide. Your elbows is bending towards the side of your body. And now I'm lifting up on my knees here. And so here we go, working on endurance. Half knee for some of you. Instead of jumping up like that, just tip over a little bit and see if your feet can float. You can bend knees if you like. You can stay even here. You don't even have to go up yet. So again, breathing up and bending in the middle, no elbows touching there. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And again, float really light and don't be so in a hurry to let it go. It'll help your neck get strong, it'll help your backbone get strong. And again, just resting, keeping your head down for a moment. And breathing carefully, make sure the breath is with you. You are going to work up a sweat, so definitely be prepared for some sweaty moments. All right, that was the straight leg or the half knee coming up and down. Now you do the same thing with that. You could straddle it, or you can work with whatever you can, right? So you can come down to the top of the head. Prepare your hands to tripod now. So one option is get off your knees, and again, walk through to the tip of the toe. Option one is you can come up straight leg first, face yourself, that's your balance. You can open up, and again, straddle. I'm not touching the floor when I'm going down, I'm just keeping afloat. And then again here. You can come back to straight, you can come back to open, and then again you can point your toes to the sky. You can even do the other side. Come back to open first, and straddle down, and then again open back up, and then again repeat. So all of these are wonderful for allowing you to trust your practice that it's okay to be on your head. I'm going to rest my head for a moment before I get out to check in with you. So again, relax your mind, relax your body, and enjoy your spirit. Now, if you want to get even more fancy, you can try the lotus feet too. So I like to really try the lotus on this because you know why? It's a gateway for many places like Bakasana, Urdhva Kukutasana, Gavavasana. Oh my gosh, it's endless. So I don't know, you'll have to explore it. Again, please don't try to attempt these if you haven't really had a regular dedicated practice. I don't want you to injure yourself and lose another moment on the mat just enjoying your practice. So be mindful. All right? So here's some of those things I was talking about. Now we're in tripod again. Setting your head down to the floor and bringing your hands between your knees, lifting up your tailbone. And again, we're going to try for lotus. Inhale. If you have a lotus practice, we're just going to practice. And again, here. Okay? Maybe you can just drop one knee. Maybe you're just practicing pointing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you're just working on the other knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then maybe that. Some of you maybe have a lotus practice. And again, really engaging that. Open it up for a while and stay here. 1, if you fall, it's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway down to 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bringing back up straight. Awesome. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. You notice I'm tapping my elbow now. Inhale, and then I can even learn to squeeze it more in. Exhale, really good core strength. Inhale, even squeeze that more in. Exhale. Inhale, again, squeeze. Exhale. Let the feet go, gentle. And again, bend your knees, tap of the toe, knees away from each other. Relax your head down. Breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Awesome. Wow. I'm already working up a sweat. So that's one. All right. I told you how it was a gateway for Bakasana, right? So here are some tips that I've been sharing that's safe if you're in the presence of a teacher, but please don't try it if you don't have a pillow in front of you and you can't really get up yet. So tripod is a king of headstand, and it can do a beautiful way, a beautiful passage to the next journey of some of the most intermediate and advanced inversions. So the very first one that I'm just going to share with you is the Bakasana, because many people do learn the crow or the crane pose. And it's nice to do Bakasana with the tripod in many different ways. One is you could start at the Bakasana and then drop your head down and create a tripod. Or you can even take the next step in the next challenge, take it from the tripod and come up to a beautiful Bakasana and bring it back down to the tripod and exit from there. Sounds all complicated, but they're all fun, only if you have a practice, okay? So what does that mean? So here we go. You can begin here. Some of you have a Bakasana practice, which means you're going to take the Bakasana here, which is what we just talked about. You're going to float your feet, right? Some of you maybe are still nervous with Bakasana and stay here. You're going to crunch down and drop your head. And then you're going to be able to come up to your tripod. You're going to again bring your knees towards those same elbows. And you're going to look up with your neck and create the Bakasana to come down. So you're working on delivering new upper body, that's what we talked about earlier, and inner core strength, and also your trunk and your structure and your foundations of your chest, your pecs, your lats, and your traps. And, of course, the rest of your arms, right? Your triceps and your biceps and so forth. It's a great bone strengthening if you don't have any bone condition issues, but it's a great way to also just enjoy, like, wow, I do have a lot of strength, you know? So we're gonna try it again. Let's do it again. It's very quite interesting. You could put a pillow in the front also, or a blanket if you don't feel like diving down really heavy. So again, it's a momentum and it's a gravity. It's a lot of breathing involved, okay? So here we go again. We're gonna start it from again, the Bakasana. My feet are distance apart. I'm gonna find my arm, right? Attached to my axilla, my knees, my elbow. I'm gonna lean with open chest and float. Breathing, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna crunch
and get my crown of the head down. And then again, I'm going to inhale. Hang on to your pose. Now, we're going to bring it back, reversing it. It's just the same way we came in. Want to get really snug in there and bring up your face. Hold, 2, 3, and 4. And come down. I love it. See, it makes you laugh. I'm so sweaty. Anyways, I don't know. Give it a try, right? So I like that a lot. I also, try to do lotus and crazy stuff with that. But I think that's just wonderful. Yeah. The other one is Sirsasana, so let me face you in that one too. So this one's a little bit more challenging to get your tripod. So sometimes I would practice it with just coming to my side, right here, right? And then I'm going to float on the side, right? And then I'm going to put my head down and bring it back, and then go to my other side, and then work on the strength. Bring it down, coming back, and again here. Then come into the circle in the middle, and work on my strength. Coming back. There's a lot of passage. There you go. You have the whole mat to yourself. A world of discovery. But anyways, I hope that helps you. Aloha, namaste, and stay happy, and enjoy your beautiful practice on the mat. Peace.